Right? Are we streaming? I think we're good to go. Let me just have a look at this. Are we on? Are we going? I'm live apparently. Yeah, I can see myself there. So apparently I am live. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me just tweet the stream out. This is the first time doing this, so I'm not entirely sure how it works. It's coming up on the channel that I'm live, and one person watching, which I think is me. So let me just tweet the stream out, and then we'll get on with today's video. Like I said, this is the first time that I am live, so it is literally just going to be a little bit of a news update video, just having a discussion basically about the international break, what's been going on, injury news, things like that. So we'll get into that in just a second. Let me just tweet the stream out. I'm now live discussing all things Everton, including Marco Silva's centre-back decision and the international break. Join us here. So, hopefully everything is working. Now, like I say, I've never ever streamed on YouTube before, so I don't know how this is gonna be. Jonathan McCulver says hello. So hello to you. I should be able to get on the live chat as well down here. Bear with me 2 seconds. Yeah, got you up. So let me just type back. So we'll get into it in just a second. Let me just sort of get used to this, you know, how it works and stuff like that, because I've never streamed before, certainly not on YouTube. So I think everything's good. At the minute, it's looking good. I've got the green screen, like you can see there. I did originally say today that I wasn't going to use the green screen because I just didn't know how long it'd take to set up, but now I'm using it. Hopefully the audio is alright as well. So we'll go straight into the first person to get my last name right. That'll do. Absolutely. You know what? Usually I butcher names, so I'm happy with that one. I'm made up with that one. So we'll go straight into it. So we'll talk a little bit about the international break. We'll talk a little bit about injuries, players, things like that. And then we'll talk about something I've wanted to talk about for a couple of days now. Marco Silva's centre-back decision. Who Marco Silva should bring in to partner Yerry Mina. Obviously, we know we've got Michael Keane there, who's been fantastic this season. We also know we've got Kurt Zouma as well, who we've brought in from Chelsea on loan, who has also been really, really good. So we'll discuss that in a minute. Jonathan's just said Jordan Pickford to United. Apparently, I have seen the rumours. Apparently, it's £60 million. I don't see it happening myself, mate. I just don't think that would sell for anything less than 100, 150. But I don't think we'll sell anyway. Jordan Pickford's, you know, he's tied himself down to a long Everton contract now. And for me, yes, Manchester United is probably the biggest club in the world still, but in terms of teams and who you're going to be playing with, and, you know, your manager and stuff like that, I don't really think he's taking that much of a step up if he was to go to Manchester United, but I don't think he will anyway. But anyway, let's get into injuries and fitness and the international break and things like that. So, Michael Keane and Jordan Pickford, like we just mentioned there, both started for England against the United States of America on Thursday night, I believe it was. England beat the United States by 3-0. Jordan Pickford did make a very good save before England scored at all to keep it at 0-0, and then we sort of went on to breeze that game. Jordan Pickford also started yesterday against Croatia in the game, which obviously saw Everton, you know, which obviously saw England getting through to the UEFA Nations League, however that Nations League works. I really don't know. You know what? I was really excited about international football again when, you know, the World Cup was on and everything was so exciting and all that. And this UEFA Nations League has just blew me away. I just don't know what it is. I don't know how it works. I don't know, you know, what does it mean? Does it mean, is it a whole different thing to the Euros? Is it something similar? I don't know. But anyway, the most important thing is that Michael Keane got 90 minutes against the United States, and Jordan Pickford obviously played in both of them games. I think he was brought off against the United States just because obviously he was going to play against Croatia. But England winning both of them games, Jordan Pickford playing well in them as well. Cenk Tosun was also in action for Turkey this week. I believe his Turkish team were defeated. Idrissa Gana Gueye was also in action. I believe he was beaten as well. But yeah, in terms of injuries, I don't think there's been any fresh injuries other than one. Ademola Lookman has been brought back early from the under-23s, from England's under-21s. Sorry, I keep forgetting that it's an under-21s at international level. He has been brought back and will rejoin the rest of the squad at Finch Farm, or the rest of the squad that are at Finch Farm now, to get surgery on, or to get tests on the little knock he has had. There's no extent as to how bad the injury is. There's, no information at all. We just know that he's being brought back from the under-21s, and that could literally just be a precaution thing. He could just be being brought back so it doesn't get worse. Marco Silva definitely, I think, sees him in his plans for the next few coming games. Certainly, big away games. We've got likes of Liverpool away in the next couple of weeks, so I think it probably is just a precautionary measure to bring Ademola Lookman back and to make sure that injury doesn't get worse and worse while playing with England. In terms of Andre Gomes and Gylfi Sigurdsson, obviously we knew that they suffered injuries. Both suffered separate injuries, of course, against Chelsea. Gylfi Sigurdsson was the victim of an absolutely shocking challenge by Jorginho, which wasn't at all a challenge that should have seen Jorginho stay on the pitch, but he did, and that's Premier League refereeing these days. And then Andre Gomes also picking up an unsuspected knock in that game as well. Now, we haven't had any update on either of them two players as far as I'm aware. We haven't been told, how the extent of their injuries, how long they are going to be out for. All as we know is that, they will be working hard at Finch Farm to get their fitness back up, and it's crucial, really. Like I said, we've got a lot of important games coming up, especially games away from home. We've got, the likes of, like I say, Liverpool. We've got Cardiff at the weekend as well, and I think, listen, Andre Gomes has been absolutely fantastic since he's come in. He's been a step up to anything that we've had. Gylfi Sigurdsson this season, like I mentioned a couple of videos ago, he's in Sky's team of the year. So far, he has been fantastic. Probably our best player. It is just Everton's luck for them two players to get injured, but it was the right decision to, obviously, to keep Gylfi away from the Iceland squad, to keep Andre Gomes away from the Portuguese squad for now, because they've now had, a week in the international break where they haven't played a competitive game, and if they're still not deemed totally fit enough, we can afford, I think, to leave them out of that Cardiff game. I don't want to. I'd like to see our best 11 I'd like to see our best 11 go in and play Cardiff and absolutely blow them out the park. But I think we can afford to maybe bring in a Tom Davis, bring in, an Ademola Lookman in a game like that if he is fit, and, maybe give Keaton Dowell a shot, although I don't think Keaton Dowell is quite up to it yet. But I think it's important that if them two players aren't 100% fit, we don't rush them back into the squad, and we don't, say, go out and play against Cardiff, and then them injuries, get worse, and they deteriorate, because, we've got a massive game at Anfield. Your boys just come in the chat there and said, I'm excited for the Liverpool game. I am as well. This is the first time in years where I've sat here and I've gone, you know what? There's a lot of pressure on the derby, because Liverpool, it kills me to say it, and I hate it because I am bitter, but Liverpool, they're playing brilliant football this season. They're second in the league. They're out 2 points behind City or whatever it is, and they're playing really good football, and it's probably one of the hardest stadiums to go to this season, Anfield, and get anything from there. But having said that, so is Stamford Bridge, and we went there and we played very well, and we ended up coming away with a draw. And for me, there's not as much pressure on this team. If you look at the derby last season, it was one of them games where the week before, all you were hearing was, she'll beat us here, we're not in good form, she'll beat us here. The chances that we had at Goodison Park, the chances that we had in the last 10 minutes of that game, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Cenk Tosun, Seamus Coleman, the chances that we had should have seen us beat Liverpool for the first time in, however many years. But there's not that expectation this year, because Liverpool are playing really well. It kills me to say it, like I said, but Liverpool are playing well. We're playing well as well, but we are undoubtedly the underdog. We were the underdog against Chelsea, and we went into that game and we showed them what we can do. So it's vitally important for me that Gylfi and Andre Gomes feature in this game. It's vitally important to me that they are fit, especially Gylfi Sigurdsson. You know how cool and calm he is. He's a goal he scored at Anfield last year. Absolutely fantastic. It's crucial that they are involved in this game, because like I said, Andre Gomes is a step up to anything that we've got, and I really like Tom Davies. I think he's a great player, and he's going to be a really good player in the future, but he isn't at that level that Andre Gomes is at yet. And Gylfi Sigurdsson, you know, has been fantastic this season. He really, really has. So it will be a real shame, and it will be our luck, but it will be a real shame if those two were to miss the Merseyside derby. Now, there's no other fresh injury news as far as I'm concerned. Like I said, Everton keeping very quiet about Gylfi and Andre Gomes. Whether that means that, you know, it's going to come out that they don't play against Cardiff and that they've got long-standing injuries and they're going to be out for a while, or whether that's just because there's literally nothing to report and they are just, you know, knocks and precautionary measures, and they'll be fit to play against Cardiff and fit to play against Liverpool. Let's hope it is the latter. But other than that, and obviously Ademola Lookman coming back from his international duties early because of a slight knock. That is all. Obviously, Jordan Pickford and Michael Keane playing for England, as well as a host of other players playing for their countries. And I believe everyone, at this minute anyway, is coming back to Finch Farm fit ahead of Cardiff on Saturday, and then ahead of about 40 games that we play over the Christmas period, which is ridiculous. But yeah, it is what it is. Go to the live chat. Your boy, like I said there, saying he's excited for the derby. I am too. I'm not confident as well. I am confident because I think we can play really well. Let's be honest. We can attack really well. We can attack really forcefully. We can counter attack really forcefully. And if we do that and we play to our strengths and we try and nullify the fact that Liverpool haven't got a fantastic defence, you know, okay, they've got Virgil van Dijk, but whoever plays next to him is usually not brilliant. Joe Gomez has been okay this season, but we've definitely got the quality in the attacking third to damage them. And as long as we go out with the fearless sort of, you know, emotion and the fearless mentality like we did against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, I think we can give them a game. And we can't go out and you know, think, oh my god, there's a derby, we've lost the last however many, you know, it's at Anfield. We have to go out with a fearless mentality. And you know, these players that we've brought in, Lucas Digne has played in some of the best leagues in the world, the Spanish league, the Italian league, obviously now the Premier League. Richarlison is bang on fire, never played in a derby, but you know, he's playing next to Neymar. He's got Neymar blowing his skirt up on international duty. Andre Gomes, cool as you like, played in the Champions League, same as Bernard. These players have played at the highest level, so they're not going to be scared to go and get involved in a derby, and it's their first derby. Yerry Mina is an absolute unit. He isn't going to be worried about going to Anfield and performing, and I think that's massive that we have them new players come in with that mentality, that they're not going to shy away from challenges, that they're not going to sort of think, oh, it's a derby, what about this, what about that? And look, it's inevitable that we get an awful referee and, you know, some stupid decision is made, but as long as we go out and we play how we know we can play, then I do think we've got, you know, a better chance than we've had in recent years, let me say that. Jonathan says there, I think Manchester United will get Oblak. Yeah, I think we're probably looking at a similar situation to the Chelsea one last season. We'll probably turn around and say, no chance are you getting Jordan Pickford, and they'll say, okay, we'll look somewhere else. And Oblak may be a fit for Manchester United. I'm not too sure. Sorry if I mispronounced this name. Sayuri, I'm absolutely awful at names. I'm really surprised I got Jonathan's second name right. I'm really, really sorry if I've mispronounced that. I don't mean any offence by it. I'm just awful at pronouncing names. But he says, we have to have a positive mind frame now, something we haven't had in a long time, and Liverpool will know this. Definitely, you're absolutely spot on, mate. Liverpool fans, Liverpool, the club, Jurgen Klopp will know that we are playing well at the moment, and Jurgen Klopp will know that the fans are fully behind Marco Silva. He'll have watched the Chelsea game, he'll have watched the Arsenal game where even though we got beat, we played really, really well. He'll have watched the Manchester United game where we were unlucky, we were robbed by, you know, a poor refereeing decision. Liverpool players, Jurgen Klopp, will have seen that, and they will know that we are a good counter-attacking team. We counter-attack really, really well. We're scoring goals from opposition corners, from opposition set pieces, and he'll know that we are fast on the break, and we've got the likes of Richarlison, who is rapid and can put the ball in the back of the net, Bernard, who is creating chances left, right and centre, Gylfi Sigurdsson, if he is fit, who has been absolutely fantastic this season, and they know can hurt them like he did last season. So it's they will know what we're going to come with, and they will be prepared. I don't have a shadow of a doubt that Liverpool will be prepared. I don't think that they'll overlook this game at all. I don't think Jurgen Klopp has ever overlooked the derby. He will be prepared to defend or to play us how they need to play us, if you like, to get anything out of this game. But I think it's equally as important that we do that as well, that we nullify their strengths, and we make sure we exploit their weaknesses, and we look at their team and we go, okay, maybe Richarlison's going to start up front. He can get past the likes of Van Dijk. You're not going to beat Virgil van Dijk in the air. You've seen that video trending on Twitter recently of him jumping 25 foot at the ball. You're not going to beat him in the air, so let's go round him. Let's go round the back. Let's exploit, the fullbacks with Bernard and Walcott or Lookman or whoever it may be, belting it down the wing. Let's make sure we control the ball in the midfield. They haven't got a fantastic midfield. We've got Andre Gomez, who's playing, who's played Champions League football, who's absolutely cool as you like. If we can make sure we can control that midfield and we keep a really strong defence, then hopefully we'll be alright. But they'll know what we're going to come with, and it's important that we know what they're going to come with as well. And I have total confidence in Marco Silva that he will really be studying for this game. And that's one thing I can say coming into this game. Look, it's a Merseyside derby at Anfield, so I'm not going to be sitting here going, yeah, definitely confident we're going to go out, we're going to get the win. But I am sitting here saying, you know what, I'm confident that Marco Silva will set up to damage this Liverpool team, and whether that means we're going to go out and beat them, whether that means we'll nick a win, whether that means we'll go out and have a really strong performance and get a draw like we did against Chelsea, I don't know. But I've got 100% confidence that Marco Silva will assess that, and we'll get through the Cardiff game. Realistically, we should be beating Cardiff at home, and we should be knocking 4 or 5 past this Cardiff team on Saturday. Even if we've got a less, I don't want to say not as good, but a team without the likes of Gylfi or Andre Gomez, if they're still out or being rested, I think we can still knock goals past Cardiff at home, and we really should, and that will set us in good strides to go into the derby and to play how we've been playing. It's important that we play how we've been playing, and we're not scared, and we don't shy away, and we don't think, oh, it's a derby, this. It's important that we just go, look, it's another game, head down, it's another away game. If we can get a point, fantastic, because if you can get a point away from home against any of the top teams, it's fantastic. If you can get the win, even better. But let's not let that derby stigma sort of lay on our heads, and I don't think Marco Silva will do that, because one thing he has shown this season, well, he's shown many things, but one thing for me he's shown this season is that he's not scared to go out in the big games and to threaten these big teams and to attack these big teams and to say, you know what, we can play cracking football as well. We've done it against Arsenal and we just didn't take our chances. We've done it against Chelsea and we said, you know what, we're not okay. We sat back for the last 10 minutes, whatever. We're away at Stamford Bridge, one of the hardest places to go this season. We're going to sit back and we're going to, make sure that we get that point that we're 4-4 all game. But if we can go out in the derby and go, you know what, we can play footy, we can be attacking, we can counter-attack you, we can hurt you if you give us the opportunity, then, I think, I don't want to say I think we can get something out of the game or we can win or whatever, because I don't want to jinx it, but we can definitely put a performance that you can be proud of. And Marco Silva's proved this season already in the games against the top sides that he's played, that we've put in performances that we can look back and go, you know what, we deserve more out of that game. The United game, I don't think it was a fantastic performance at all. I think, it was a good performance, but it wasn't what Arsenal was, and it certainly wasn't what Chelsea was, or the home games that were played. But we still managed to come away unlucky to not get a point out of that game. And if it wasn't for an awful refereeing decision, we would have got a point out of that game. And I still don't think we were as good as we've been in other games this season. Okay, so that's a little bit of a preview on the Liverpool game. I don't want to talk too much on that because there will be a full preview out on the Friday before, as well as the Cardiff game. There'll be a full preview out of that on Friday as well. Not too sure how I'll do. I'll still be recording with the camera. I'll still be doing the editing. I won't always be live streaming, but hopefully I'll be able to get a live stream out maybe once a week, maybe on a Monday. It is easier to set up than obviously getting the camera out, recording, editing, rendering, all that sort of stuff, which takes hours now. It is easier to set up to do a live stream. But I will still obviously be doing the videos, a lot of the videos through just the normal sort of process of editing and uploading. But hopefully I'll be able to get a live stream out maybe once a week, and if we can sort of mess a little bit about with the settings. Like I say, I can see the preview there. The green screen looks okay for the minute. I tested the sound before. The sound sounds okay as well. I don't know how it sounds to you guys. If you've got anything, leave it in the live comments, or if you're watching this as a YouTube video after the stream, leave it in the comment section below. We'll be messing about with the settings a lot more before the next stream, so I can get that as good as possible. But yeah, in terms of obviously videos, I'll still be recording normally, but I will be trying to implement more streams into the channel as well, because they do offer something different. I can interact with you guys. I've got people in the live comments there saying excited for the Liverpool game, saying that we've got to have a positive mind frame, and it's really good to be able to sit here when I'm talking to the camera and talk to you as well. It's brilliant to sit in front of a camera and talk, but I've sort of got to anticipate what other people are going to want to talk about, whereas now someone can pop up here and say, what do you think about this player, what do you think about that, what do you think about this rumour, like Jonathan did there about the Pickford one, what do you think about that, and I can give my honest opinion on that. So it's absolutely fantastic, and I'm definitely looking to stream more in the future. So on to the main point of this video. I'm going to keep it sort of short and snappy, because it is just like a test stream, and I don't want to sort of go into mode and start sitting here for an hour, and next minute I finish the stream and it's been going on for 50 minutes or something stupid like that. So the next point, and the biggest point really for this stream, is for me the centre-back situation at the minute. Marco Silva is in a situation now where we have 3 really good centre-backs, and it's quite ironic that, isn't it? Because we were probably sitting here last season thinking Michael Keane's not performing, Phil Jagielka's near the end of his career, Ashley Williams is absolutely bloody awful, Martina isn't a defender, Holgate isn't ready, and now we're sitting here and we're going, Michael Keane's been fantastic all season. Yerry Mina's come in and had one game and he's been man of the match, and he's won 100% of his aerial duels, and I'll still keep nagging on about that stat because I think it's fantastic. And Kurt Zouma's come in on loan and he's been solid and he's been absolutely fantastic. He hasn't put a foot wrong. So now Marco Silva's in a situation where he has to choose 2 of them 3, and that means one has to come out, or okay, he could play 3 at the back, but I don't think he will do that. I think one of them centre backs will drop out the team. So before we go on to talk about that, I've just noticed a comment there. How do you feel about being compared to sounding like Jamie Carragher? If you don't know about that reference, that was when I was on the United stand with Mark Goldbridge doing the live stream. And I wasn't actually reading the comments. I was on a Skype call, and I was just sort of focusing on getting me points across and making sure that I didn't, say anything wrong, or I wanted to just make sure I was as professional and as good as possible. And it wasn't until after it that I went back to watch the video, because I like to watch Mark Goldbridge's streams anyway. I think they're quite entertaining, and I think he talks a lot of sense. That I've seen all the comments about Jamie Carragher's son, it's Jamie Carragher's son. I don't know. I don't know whether I do sound like Jamie Carragher. I don't know whether it's just because I'm Scouse. Maybe it's because I'm Scouse. Maybe I do generally sound like Jamie Carragher and not just a normal Scouse lad. I don't know. I have got quite a strong Scouse accent, but I can dim it as well in certain situations to make sure people understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't mind. I really don't mind, mate. If people want to compare me to a fellow Scouser, not Jamie Carragher's biggest fan for obvious reasons, but nah, I don't mind. It doesn't fuss me. I actually thought that the comments were really funny and, quite clever and entertaining as well. So on to the centre-back point there. Obviously, like I said, somebody has to drop out unless Marco Silva plays a 5 at the back, which I don't think he will. I think the only situation in which that will happen is if Marco Silva brings in Zouma into the team against Cardiff. If, the likes of Gylfi Sigurdsson is out and he maybe takes a midfielder out and plays Seamus Coleman and Lucas Dean as wing-backs, and then, plays a 3 at the back. And look, that wouldn't necessarily be a negative to play Lucas Dean as a wing-back. I think Lucas Dean's fantastic going forward. Seamus Coleman, we know, is brilliant going forward as well. So I don't think that would necessarily be a negative. But I think going forward and, when everybody is fit, I do think it will be a situation of, having 2 centre-backs, and who that is, it's really tough at the moment for Marco Silva. He has got that headache. For me, you've got to look at long-term. For me, it's really tough, because since Kurt Zouma's come in, he has been absolutely fantastic. And you've got to remember, Kurt Zouma come in before Yerry Mina, And he come in at a point that, Michael Keane was out injured. He was struggling. He was, he'd had that injury to his head. He's obviously struggling coming back from his injury last season, and he was out. And somebody had to step up and be that partner for Mason Holgate, who was a young player, very new, very inexperienced in the Premier League. And Michael Keane and Kurt Zouma's already done that, and he done it well. And he stepped up and he showed that he is a really, he's a top Premier League class centre back, and he can do that job perfectly. So it is going to be tough to, say now, okay, Kate, you've done that bit, now you're going to sit out and, we're going to have Mina and Keane be the centre-halves now, and you're going to come on when needed, or you're going to start in the cup games, or, or when I call upon you. But I think, for me, it is Zouma that has to come out, just because looking long term, obviously Michael Keane, you can't take Michael Keane out this team now, because he's been fantastic this season, and he really has, and he's so improved to last season, to anything that we've seen out of Michael Keane last season, that it would be really tough to bring him out and to say, okay, we're going to go with Mina and Zouma. And I think before the start of the season, when we announced Mina, when we announced Zouma, a lot of Evertonians, including myself, were going, there's your two centre-halves, Mina, Zouma, Keane as a backup. But Keane's performances this season have proved that, he should be in that team, and he needs to be in that starting 11. And at the end of the day, you have to look at long term, and you have to think, okay, Keane, £30 million signing last season, being fantastic this season. Okay, Mina, £30 million signing this season, had one game, played very, very well. Can't really drop him after that game because he was fantastic. Zouma, loanee signing, and maybe not will sign at the end of the season. You do have to, if you're gonna play a two centre backs, and I think it will be two centre backs that he plays. I think it will be Mina and Keane. And that's not to say that Zouma won't come in for other games and they won't rotate, and it won't be Keane drops out maybe in a game, Mina drops out maybe in a game. That's not to say that won't happen, but I think our best starting 11, if you like, Marco Silva's best starting 11 will involve Michael Keane and Yerry Mina as the two core centre backs, with Kurt Zouma being the backup, or Kurt Zouma being the one that maybe comes on after 80 minutes if you're playing one of the top teams and you're trying to hold out for a win or a draw. I don't know, but I think in terms of them three, and it's a big topic of conversation, and I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. If anybody's in the live comments now, let me just scroll up, because I can see the comments, but I can't see how many are in this team. It just says peak concurrent 5, so I don't know if that means there's 5 at the minute or there has been 5. But if anybody is in this team, or if you're watching this as a video afterwards, please do drop your comments in the comment section down below. Who would you play as your two centre-halves? Like I say, for me, it does have to be Michael Keane and Yerry Mina, but there's definitely an argument for Kurt Zouma, because since before the Chelsea game, he was fantastic, and there's no reason why he should have been dropped, other than obviously because he couldn't play. And obviously, Yerry Mina's coming now, and there's no reason why he can be dropped, because he's been absolutely fantastic in that game. So it is a really tough one. So please do leave your comments in the comments section down below. I think we're going to wrap it up here for the first Mighty Blues stream. I don't even know if I introduced the stream properly and said, the usual introduction. I was too busy making sure everything was working right. I can see in the little preview there is a little bit of green on this side of me. I will try and fix that before the next stream and try and get all of that sorted. But like I said, I did just want to stream, see how it went, see how if you guys liked it. If you did like it, then please do leave a like on the video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you're watching this as a YouTube video afterwards, I understand it might be a little bit long, but if you've managed to sit through it, thank you very much. Please leave your comments in the comment section down below about the topics I've talked about the upcoming games, the derby, about the centre-back situation as well. I just want to say before I go, big congratulations to everyone, a big well done to everyone that took place in the Goodison Sleep Out on Friday. Thousands and thousands of pounds were raised for an absolutely amazing cause. Obviously, I know the lads at Toffee TV done it, as well as a few others. So big well done to those guys as well. And get down to the People's Project if you live around the Liverpool area. It's been at Edge Lane. It was at Liverpool 1 today. If you live around the Liverpool area and you can get down to the little hub to fill in your consultation, then please do. If not, you can fill it in online. It's just obviously the consultation about Bramley Moor Dock. You can go to peoplesproject.co.uk, fill it in over there, or we've just actually had a letter posted through today about it. So if you live around L4 area or around, Liverpool, you might end up getting a leaflet posted for you to fill it in that way as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the stream, please do leave a like on it. Comment below, you know, your opinions on the things that we've spoken about today. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new as well. Like I say, I'll try and mess about with the settings and get everything sorted. And then obviously I'll try and, you know, get the green screen fixed properly, the audio if there's any issues with that, and then we'll try and stream once a week. If there's anything, I've called this a Blues News, and I know I did say, I'm not going to do a Blues News as frequently as every sort of week, but I did just want to try out the stream, and I thought, what better way than just get on here and discuss a couple of things as well. I'll also look into streaming FIFA 19 as well, but I think that'll be a little bit more complicated. So we'll go with these for now, and hopefully we can sort of get it a little bit better in the future and start to work with the settings as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like. I've said that way too many times. I'll be here on Wednesday with a FIFA video. That will be a video. I'm not too sure what time that will drop, but you know, like I said, Wednesday, look out for that one, and then Friday, obviously the game preview for the Cardiff City game. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon on the Mighty Blues.